Hayden Jessel goes back-to-back. We sat down with the reigning state champion.
EBN's advice for enrolling in college.
A look into the operations of Eureka's biggest fundraisers.
Early hours of Eureka, the school life students never see.
Hidden talents of Wildcats, behind the scenes of Eureka's gifted students.
Overcoming adversity, one rugby player's grind to get back into the game.
An investigation into the most delicious dugout dining.
All that and more. This is EBN. Thanks for joining us on our first EBN broadcast of 2022. I'm Nolan Ortinau, joined alongside Emma Handrigan.
No matter the sport, state champion is a prestigious title that all athletes aspire to achieve. We sat down with two-time state champion Hayden Jessel to see just how she did it.
I started swimming when I was 6 years old at our summer swim team. It started getting a little bit more, not necessarily serious, but we started to picture it as more like an actual sport for me when I got a little bit older and I went to swim with the Wildwood Waves. And then eventually I was liking that and I had fun with it, so we decided to go to try out for Rockwood Swim Club, and that's where I've been ever since. I really didn't get super good, I would say, until after COVID, and after that I was on club for a few months, and then I went to high school season, which is really when I feel like a lot of it changed for me. The journey's been a long one. I never really would have thought that I would have been a state champion because, I don't know, growing up you hear, especially with my mom being a teacher, she'll come back and tell stories about how one of her students won track at state, and it was kind of an unbelievable thing. It was kind of like a little kid's version of the Olympics. So it's kind of like a surreal thing because it's not something that I would ever have thought would have happened. But I know I've worked really, really hard for it, and the journey's definitely not been easy to get there. It's a lot of hard practices. Sometimes it's I think 9 practices a week, 2 hours each, and just having that many practices a week is not necessarily what every kid wants to do during high school, but it's something that, I mean, if you want to get results, you have to do. So that's, I think, how I got to where I am today. Just knowing that it's all been worth something is also just an amazing feeling because, again, those 2-hour-long practices almost every single day, or having to tell your friends that you can't hang out with them or you can't go do anything fun. Just making those difficult decisions is not easy for a high schooler to do, or it's not something that a high schooler wants to do. So just to know that it was all worth something and that I gave it my all every single day at practice and the results are there is an amazing feeling.
In first place, your winner of the 50, posting a time of 23.38 from Eureka, Hayden Jessel.
With summer in sight, many may feel daunted by the college admission process. EBN makes it easy with our best advice for applying to college.
My name is Jeff Buckman. I'm the College and Career Specialist at Eureka High School. The application process begins as a senior. So most applications open up July 1. Before senior year, and then students submit that all the way up until their deadlines, which typically goes all the way until January.
So I applied to Baylor by the end of October because that's when the deadline was in the beginning of November, and then from November on I was applying to all of my other schools.
If you're applying to Mizzou, there's no essay needed. It's just high school transcript, classes you took, potentially test score, and that's it. If you're applying to a more selective school, they might require an essay, they might require recommendation letters, they might require some sort of activity list, they might require potentially even an interview.
Getting into college, it was a lot of taking the ACT, so I got a tutor because I wanted to get my score up for money purposes. I had to write a lot of supplemental essays, which just had to do with why I wanted to go to the school, what I wanted to do with my education and stuff like that.
So my name is Johnny, and I am the AMSU admission advisor. Test optional means that a student can skip an ACT or an SAT score. But in order to do that, there are 3 requirements. One, have to have a 3.0 GPA. Second, must provide a personal statement. A personal statement can be like 250 words, explaining why you want to go to college or why AMSO is your choice of school. And then lastly is submit your official high school transcript.
Grades, number one. So grades open up the most doors in terms of me getting into a school or dropping the price down based on the scholarship I'm going to earn based on those grades. Because when you apply for colleges, it's the end of junior year GPA that's used in the process. So getting those grades as high as you can opens up opportunities down the road.
Some of those scholarships do require like an ACT or an SAT score. So at AMSO, the minimum for the merit-based scholarship going to be a 24 ACT or 1160 SAT and have to have at least a 3.0 GPA. I would encourage every student to taking like a lot of like honors class or AP classes because that will boost their like resume or when we receive their like official high school transcript.
Almost every sport at Eureka has a booster club, but what exactly do they do? We take a quick look into the benefits of boosters for our sports teams.
Eureka boosters provide athletes with the tools to compete against other schools in the sports that they love. Whether it's providing athletes with food, uniforms, or even a new scoreboard, the boosters take pride in caring for athletes.
So we take a lot of pride, in even buying the football program, bought the scoreboard at Eureka High School. A lot of people don't know that it's a community role that we embrace, that we're proud of. But most importantly, we want to make sure that we are celebrating children, and they're proud of the programs they're a part of, and we create the funds to give them those things to be proud of.
We talked with Eureka students and got their opinion on the boosters at Eureka.
Teams a lot of opportunities to do cool different things.
I think it's good. I mean, we get nicer things and the school doesn't have to spend the money on it because other people are.
Boosters have a positive impact around the sports at Eureka because they provide our kids with snacks and healthy meals before games, and also clean up the fields and other things around Eureka.
Next, we talked to students and staff about the effect that booster parents have on kids making sports teams at Eureka.
So my answer is no. There's not a benefit for being on the booster, being a part of the booster program and influencing player time or making the team. And I'll tell you why. Most of your head coaches here do not even know who's on the booster, who their boosters are, unless they have a significant role. The head coaches are only dealing with one or two of the boosters who kind of interact and make sure that vision is spread to the rest of the parents in the program.
I think it can, especially if they have an older sibling that's already played the sport. But I mean, if they're the first kid to go through the school, then the parents aren't really going to be boosters until they're already on the teams.
I mean, maybe a little bit, but mostly if you're going to play, it's because you're good at the sport.
We got some information about what sports would look like without boosters.
So after you take out our mandatory reconditioning for helmets and shoulder pads, we're expected to run our program 9 through 12 on about $4,000. So you're talking an average helmet costs about $600, shoulder pads are about $400. We feed kids 3 days a week. We're doing activities throughout the entire season. So $4,000 probably wouldn't even buy the footballs that we need for that season.
Up until recently, I was under the impression teachers lived at school.
Wait, they don't?
Turns out that's actually not the case. Somebody has to get here first, but who? Reporters Ella Hammerschmidt and Fiona Hines explore the early hours of Eureka.
It's 6:30 at Eureka High School, but the work to get the school ready starts much earlier than the 8:28 bell. Head principal Corey Sink is one of those many early arrivers at school.
How early do I get here in the mornings? Usually somewhere between 6 and 6:30. I get here, I kind of walk the building, make sure everything just is ready for students to arrive. I go in and check my email, typically things that have come in over the night, and try to address those or get a little of the work done that I don't typically get through in the day. That's why I like to get here a little early. Make sure that all the doors are ready. We make sure that the signs outside are prepared, and students know when they come in what day it's going to be, right day of the week, A, B, or C day. And then we just make sure that all the doors are ready to come open.
Receptionist Laura Bradford starts answering the phones early in the morning, directing the chaos that begins the day.
Well, what I do is I'm answering the phone, which always rings, A lot of people are doing attendance and things like that. There's deliveries in the morning. I have to open the door. There's no one out in the hallway. So I open up the door. I have to do that till 8 o'clock. And I let the students in and out for 0 hour. All deliveries, the substitute teachers come through here. All visitors, all parents that come in for meetings. There's a lot of meetings before school. They all sign in here on our visitor registry. So I check them in. I have to get them going to the right spot. School's big, so that none of them know where the large conference room, small conference room, library, that's usually where the meetings are at. So that all happens before 8.
Our custodial staff unlocks the doors in the morning.
Head custodian Terry Clifton arrives at Eureka at 2:30 a.m. and is working in the building by 3.
Whatever doesn't get done the night before. I mean, I might be buffing halls, I might be scrubbing halls, I might be vacuuming rooms, dumping trash, just whatever needs to be done.
For the Eureka Broadcast Network, I'm Fiona Hines.
They look just like you, minus one key detail. Who are they? Where do they come from? EBN investigates the secretly talented students walking the halls of our school.
Here at Eureka High School, we have more than 1,800 students. We wanted to find out some of the hidden talents among our school. Let's take a look.
I'm Maya, and I discovered my hidden talent through dance.
Hi, my name's Aaron Sims, and I discovered I could do this when I was about 3 years old. I self-taught myself how to do this, and now I'm a part of an amazing dance team.
Hi, I'm Marin Lashley. I discovered my secret talent of jump roping and total body wellness with Minchie, and grabbed a jump rope in ACT Lab and started doing it since. So.
My name is Henry Meggie, and I don't know, I was just interested in animal noises, but I can make a pretty good chicken noise.
Hi, I'm Maiden Lockman, a senior in high school. I found this out because I got foot surgeries and I got my messed up feet, and I was like, that's pretty funny.
My name's Scott Haskell. I saw a video somewhere of somebody else doing it.
Hi, my name is Olivia Crane, and I could talk with my mouth closed. I learned that I could do this from my friend. I learned it in about 7th grade.
I'm Colette Roller, and how I discovered I can walk on my feet is because I'm a dancer, and so probably just during dance class I was bored, and I just decided to try things out.
Hi, I'm Justin Selbert. My dad taught me how to whippoorwill a couple years ago, and so now I can make cool bird calls.
I'm Jacob Schneider, and I just saw it on TikTok, so I did it.
Hi, my name is Leah Crooks, and I discovered I can sing the ABC backward in choir class. ZYX, WVUTS, RQPO, NMLK, JH, EFEG, and CMBNA.
Hey, I'm Ben Allen, and my talent is tumbling. I learned that I could tumble after taking classes at a gymnastics gym in Union.
For the Eureka Broadcast Network, I'm Natalie Woodford.
And I'm Kennedy Christensen.
Nolan, do you have any hidden talents?
Oh, they wouldn't be hidden talents if I told you about them, Emma. As an athlete, taking care of your physical health is key. An injury can be a major hurdle in continuing to do what you love. We look back at one Wildcat's road to recovery as he gets back in the game.
Adam Carrasquillo is a key player for Eureka's rugby team. Last year, Adam tore his ACL during the season. Over the last 9 months, he has been in physical therapy preparing for the season.
I was going in for a tackle on the side, and he looked at me last second and just kind of crouched down into a crouch position, and I kind of blacked out from the pain. But what from people told me, I flipped over him, landed on the ground, rolled a bit. Well, I just got back from an injury 3 weeks ago to the same knee, so I was just like, not the same knee, first off, and then the pain all hit at once, and it just like felt like a grown man just took a sledgehammer to my knee. It was just all I could think about was the pain. Taking a full about 9 months to get cleared all the way for contact, which happened a few weeks ago.
We interviewed one of Adam's teammates on Adam's effect on the team.
It was a big impact. I mean, Adam was the heart and soul of our team. He was always the one pumping us up and always the one getting us ready for game time and getting us ready to hit. I mean, without Adam, our scrum is really weak, and he makes a lot of our big tackles that we really need him for. The team just seems to be doing a lot better with him. Just having him around just brings up our morale, and just overall we're all hyped up to have him back and see him playing again.
Then we talked to Adam's coaches on his role and leadership on the team.
I mean, any injury is really unfortunate, especially Adam's a really big part of our team. I guess if there was one silver lining, it was at the very end of the season. So, there was a lot of hope that by the time we started back up this spring that, he'd hopefully be ready to go. And it looks like that's kind of worked out perfectly for us. So never a good situation where someone gets hurt, but I guess glad it happened on the terms that it did. Being a senior, being ready to, he's been pretty vocal this year on helping new guys kind of get the feel of things, and really helped us out as coaches with teaching different positions.
Everyone knows that sunflower seeds are the snack of choice on the field, but how can you up your game and snack like the big leaguers? Reporters Jackson Kern, Mateo Grassi, and Aiden McAnemy review their top sunflower seed picks.
Sunflower seeds have been a long-time tradition for baseball players. In almost every dugout across the country, you will find sunflower seed shells layered all over the ground. This remains true for the Eureka baseball team. We sat down with 2 Eureka baseball players to help decide what seed flavor is the best.
Hi, I'm sophomore outfielder Brady Picarelli.
Hi, I'm a sophomore catcher, John Nisbet.
And we're going to be reviewing sunflower seeds today.
Let's do it.
All right, so the first one we're going to try is Old Bay seasoning. Tastes kind of sour, a little stale, but I'll give it a 3 out of 10. Definitely not that good.
I agree. It's... Next, we're trying dill pickle. Yeah, it's a fan favorite. Yeah, chew it.
Definitely the best flavor.
Best flavor we've had so far.
Definitely the best.
But we're only 2 in.
It's got a nice salty, but like nice mix between like some pickle juice.
Yeah.
Just very good. Feels like a football game.
Yeah. I agree. But on to the next.
No.
No, we gotta rate it.
Solid 9.9. Not a 10. 9.9.
I give it a 9. So next up, we have the David bacon mac and cheese. I'm nervous because I've never had mac and cheese sunflower seeds.
With bacon.
With bacon, sorry.
Never had these as well.
Oh my.
Oh, these are very scrumptious.
They're so yummy.
I could eat the whole bag. This is good.
Tastes just like creamy mac and cheese. Mmm.
It kind of tastes like the bacon ones, like with cheese.
Cut.
That's all from us here at Studio E at Eureka High School. For EBN, I'm Emma Handrigan.
And I'm Nolan Ortinau. We'll see you in April for our next broadcast.